If there's anything, and I mean anything, that you're gonna need in this life, is hope. Your hope has to be equal to the imagination of take the kid you know with the biggest imagination or that you've ever met, and understand that's the level of hope you're gonna need. The hope you have has to match the circumstance. If what you're trying to overcome is huge, it's just a big situation, large obstacle, things that we all go through, you have to also be able to envision a large outcome. If you want to feed the family, you have to have an imagination that'll help you come up with a plan that doesn't just feed you but feeds everybody. If you wanted to build something, your imagination would have to be big enough to hold that thing in it. The reason I say you gotta have hope is the unfortunate thing about life is that there's unexpected things that happen. I would argue a big part of the things we go through in life are just unexpected in general. The point I'm making is there's gonna be an inevitable moment of uncertainty, of doubt, of you not knowing what comes next or what you're gonna do, how you're gonna make it. In that moment, it's gonna be your hope that gets you through. It's gonna be the imagination that you have, because the current circumstance could be anything. If you lose hope in any situation, you'll stop fighting for the outcome you're looking for. You'll stop fighting for what it is that you were aiming for in the first place. And so do whatever you can to keep your imagination, to keep that kid in you alive. Because if you don't see the outcome, if you don't have at least a destination in mind, how can you go anywhere? To understand that hope is your lifeline for the inevitable moments where you feel lost, where you got knocked off course, and where you don't know what to do next. That's where your imagination comes in. Your imagination is going to come up with the next destination for you. It's gonna put a point on the map and not actually know how you're gonna get there. But the best thing about life, the best thing about God is you don't have to know the way. Instead of taking a swing, maybe you just take a step. Maybe you don't have to hit it out the park. Maybe you're still gonna hit a home run, but it's gonna be in the park. And so understand that it takes time to cover distance. It takes time to get anywhere. And if you lose hope, you'll stop moving. And if you let your imagination stop working, you'll stop dreaming of an outcome. If the reality you have isn't the reality you want, the only way to get a new one is to imagine it first. Have hope that it exists. You can imagine anything, but if you don't actually believe it can happen, you can't really get to it anyways. So from me to you, I hope you don't lose hope, and that you don't let your imagination go into recess, because your imagination's gonna give you hope for a better destination, for a better place. It's a shame that so many of us stop using it because we have so much physical evidence of what's in front of us in our life. But you have the ability to manifest the life that you want. You have the ability to manifest the things that you want. But it starts with a dream. It starts with the vision of those things and a little bit of hope that they could work out.